Welcome back everyone, my name's Lee from Leader's Kitchen. Today we are making French toast. We're making two types today. We're making a sweet one and we're also making a savoury one from my childhood. So this goes pretty fast. So first we're going to get a frying pan onto the stove. So you're going to want it on a medium-low heat and just get that warming up. I've also done some berries which were frozen in my freezer, and I've just put a little bit of sugar with them and just cooked them down a little bit, and I'll be serving them with the sweet French toast. And to make the custard for the savoury French toast, it's so easy. It's just 1 egg and a quarter cup of milk, and that'll do about 2 pieces of bread. So you're going to want that for about every 2 pieces of bread. So if you are doing more, you can use that as a guide. I'm just going to add a little bit of salt into it, just for flavor's sake. And we're just going to beat that up together until all the eggs all combined in it. Now we're going to grab our bread and start dipping into the mixture. So we're just going to lay it in there and just let it soak up some of that custard. And then we're just going to let it drip off and set it aside. The types of bread you want to use is usually something like a thick toast bread or a day old white bread, or even some brioche would actually be really good with this. This is bread I've had in the freezer for a few months. And it's a little bit freezer burnt, but it actually works perfectly with this as it soaks up all that custard and it softens it up again. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to spread just a little bit of butter into the frying pan. This is just leftover butter I had from a previous cook, so I'm just using that. Then we're going to place the French toast into the frying pan. And we're just going to let it just slowly just cook away. So you don't want it up too hot. You want to give it time for the custard to set and everything. So just be patient and just let it just slowly cook. You will find if you're cooking multiple pieces of French toast in a frying pan, you might need to turn them around so that they're evenly cooking. As you can see, when we turn it over, there is just a bit of golden browning, and that is just how you want it. Alright, so let's dish these ones up and I'll show you how we serve them. So when I was a kid, we served it with one thing, and that was tomato sauce. Tomato sauce it's not as sweet as ketchup, but it's very similar. It's a little bit more saltier than. But this is how basic I had it when we were a kid, and we just had it just as is. And that is that. Alright, so now we're going to make the sweet French toast now. Now I've got the leftover custard in there, so I'm just going to use that because it's just milk and egg, and we're going to be using that anyway. So I'm going to add that to the rest of the recipe. So you crack another egg in there. And then we're going to put our milk. Then we're going to put a small shake of cinnamon. And I thought that just smelled amazing, just came out of that. And a dash of vanilla, but you know how we serve that. However you want. And I'm just going to put a teaspoon of sugar in it, because our bread here in Australia isn't actually sweet, but you might find your bread's already sweetened, so you might not need that. And we're just going to beat that all together. Alright, and now we're going to soak the bread into the custard. Again, just let it soak in for a little bit. and just set it aside. So it's got time for the custard to actually soak in. And if you're liking my content, don't forget to subscribe as well. And also, if you like this video, give it a like, please. I much appreciate it. Alright, that's all 3 of those. Let's get them frying up. So same as before, we're just going to put a little bit of butter in the frying pan. And we are going to cook them off. Again, you want to keep it on a medium-low heat as well. And I find using butter in this really helps. I have tried using just a little bit of oil or a spray oil or even margarine, and it just does not turn out as good. So trust me, try use butter. It tastes so much better. And in between flipping it, just make sure you get enough butter in your pan just so it gets nice and golden. That cinnamon already is just smelling so good. These are going to turn out really good. Alright, that's those ones done. I've got one more. We're going to cook the other one and I'll show you how I'm going to serve it up. Alright, and that's our delicious sweet French toast there. I'm going to show you how we dish it up. So I've got some maple syrup. Then I've got some of these delicious berries that were frozen. I've just stewed a little bit. Get some of that juice in there. Doesn't that look good? So are you a savoury person for French toast? Or a sweet person? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video if you loved it. And don't forget to subscribe to see more. Thanks for watching.